Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will study about the second unit of business analytics, which is data preparation, summarization and visualization using the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet means MS Excel. Here we have various topics like data preparation, cleaning, summarization, sorting, filtering the data, conditional formatting and more other. First of all, talking about the data preparation, it is the one of the major processes in the pipeline of analysis of machine learning. It is the most basic step of analyzing the data. It further involves many steps like data cleaning, transforming them and arranging raw data in the format that enables effective analysis or good modeling training. So as we talked about the steps of data preparation, let's talk about more in detail. It involves collection is the collecting of raw data from large number of sources. It can be anything like database, spreadsheet, etc. First of all, we collect it. Second, we clean it. It means that we remove the inconsistency of the data. It involves detecting and correcting errors, inconsistencies, and missing values in dataset. Outliers, duplicate entries, or irrelevant essential in the stage. It means that if there is anything that is out of the box, for example, if we are having a data from sequence 1 to 10, but there is a number containing 100, so 100 is an outlier from this data set. Duplicate entry मतलब repeated entries. Irrelevant data points, for example, if we have asked the respondents to write their phone number, but they have written ABC or something like that is the irrelevant data. Then the third step is data transformation. It means that transforming data into a structure that we can do analysis on. So it refers to the conversion of data into format or structure fit for analysis. Arguably, it will also involve the normalization or scaling of numeric data, encoding categorical variables, and aggregation or disaggregation of data. It means transform करना किसी भी data को so that we can analyze it for a useful purpose. Next step is data integration. It means from different sources we can integrate data into a one data set. It may involve table merging, data joining, or any other kind of data conflict resolution. Next step is data reduction. It means it is a process of reducing either the size or the complexity of data set and involves feature selection, dimensionality reduction, and sampling. Next is data formatting. Consistency in format, including standardized date formats, variable naming conventions. Formatting, it means we have to follow a same format. For example, if we have asked our respondent to write date in DD, MM, and YY format, and if someone has written 7th month with 13th date and for example 2025 year, so this is not the DDMMYY format. This won't be accepted as we have given them this option. We can do this data formatting using the tool called data validation in Excel, and then only in this format the date will be accepted, and this is data formatting. Next step is data splitting. It means that it is division of data into subsets, usually training validation data sets. These sets help the model builder to build models with data, tune into hyperparameter, and finally estimate their performances. It means we have to split the data so that we can do the analysis in a good way. Good data preparation is important in order for one to generate valid and accurate insights. Otherwise, the data quality is low and meaningful conclusion will not be obtained. These all the steps are very important because we have to analyze the data there is a sequence to it. First of all, we need to have some raw material, as we say, so that we can convert it into finished good and then we can sell it. This same way we have raw material steps like data preparation steps, then we'll further go into the production stage, how where we analyze it, and third is the output stage. So data analysis include these steps. The first one is the data preparation that we have studied, which includes further 7 steps. Second is the data cleaning. Data cleaning means we are making the data into the more cleansed form, in the sense that we can analyze it in a more easier manner. So it is the process of identifying, correcting, and removing inaccurate or incomplete, irrelevant data from the dataset. This is crucial to ensure that the data is of high quality, which is essential for accurate analysis, reporting, and decision making. So here also we have some key steps. Number one is handling the missing data. If there are any blank data, blank cells, or anything that is missing, so we have to detect that and remove that, in which can be appear as blanks, not applicable, null, or other placeholder. This can be handled by using the following strategies. First, we can either remove that missing, or imputation, like we can for example, if we have collected data from a row of people, there are 5 people in row, 4 have given answer but fifth one haven't given any answer, and we have to analyze the data of these 5 students. Then for example, it has given 5, 10, 15, 20, and this one has given nothing, or we can say it has blank. So for the purpose of analysis, we can either take this as 0, or we can give it a number for the sake of analysis as the average of these 4 numbers. For example, the average would become out 50, 50, 30, and 20 is 50 on 5 is, we can say it is a 10. So we can take 10 as this number for the purpose of analysis. So this comes under imputation format. Removal is removing, just remove this and do the analysis on rest of the 4. Placeholders means leave the missing value as they are, but flag them for the attention in future analysis. Just keep them flagged, highlight them, but analyze the other 4 is the placeholder. Removing duplicate entries, this is the second step. For this, identify the duplicate record that may occur due to repeated data entry or merging data. It is self-explanatory that duplicate data hai koi bhi, so we have to remove that so that our analysis is correct. Delete the duplicate or to prevent the skewed result in the analysis. Third is correcting the data errors. Errors क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? It can be inconsistent data, data entry errors, or standardization data. Inconsistent data means the form, like we discussed, the format of data is wrong, inconsistencies are there. So it's like that, like New York ka short form someone is using, it is inconsistent data. Or we have given them to write rank, so many of them has written first, second, third, but some people have written the ranks in characters, for example fourth, so they have written like that. There is inconsistent data. Data entry errors, identify the correct typographical error, for example misspelled words are there, it is data entry error. Standardization is by normalization or transformation we have studied earlier. Normalization is ensuring the data is consistent in format, especially categorical data like male is this date format. And transformation is converting the data set into a common scale or unit, such as converting all the weights into kilograms or all prices into single currency. For uniformity, we can say uniformity should be there in data for the analysis purpose. This is the consistency. Third is the outlier detection and treatment. Outlier detection I've told you earlier also, like we consider the data here 1 to 10 wala and 100 was the outlier. So how we can detect the outliers and what is their treatment. Detecting the outlier that fall outside the expected range of values. These could be due to the errors or may require special attention. Then decide whether to remove it, correct it, or leave out liars in the dataset. This is our choice. Sometimes outliers are valid and should be kept, but in other cases, they may need some correction or exclusion. Like we can number of first we have to detect it. We can either make a graph, boxes graph, so that all the values, or scatter chart to say that all the values are here but the one value lies here. So one, this value could be the outlier. This is the identification of the outlier. Then treatment is we can do it in any of the three steps. Either we can remove this outlier, or we can correct this by taking the average as we said earlier, or leave out this, but this will have the skewed results if we leave out the outlier. Validating data accuracy. To validate the data accuracy, check the data against reliable sources or business rules to ensure the accuracy. And ensure that data is logically consistent, and such as ensuring all the transactions have the corresponding dates. Removing the irrelevant data, it can be done by using the filtering option. It is by removing data that is not relevant to the analysis or does not contribute to the useful information. Next is formatting and structuring. This is done by ensuring that the data is in correct format, such as consistent date formats, proper text casing. Also restructure the data to meet the needs of the analysis, such as the pivoting of table, separate combining field to distinct column. Pivoting of table, as we know in Excel, we have option of including the pivot table option. Next is data summarization, that we will cover in our next video. Thank you so much. Please like, share and subscribe with your college mates.